excel at the level that they did. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. During the 2 years here at Science Park, these students have worked diligently. They have stayed up late hours, have cried many times, all to achieve this point. The next two students that will be speaking both have a 4.0 GPA. Obviously, many of you have never had my class, so that's why you didn't think that was a big thing. But this year, Salutatorian, there was a tie between two students. And so we will have two Salutatorian addresses. The first one is by the 8th grade president, Mahishan Gnanaseharan.
So good morning, everyone. As fellow Salutatorian, it's an honor for me to stand up on the stage and speak to this amazing cast of proud parents, teachers, and graduating students. As my ceremonial duty, I'd like to formally welcome all of you here today. But wow, where do I begin? I have to at least start by acknowledging the shoulders of the true giants I've been standing on for so long. The past 2 years have been life-changing for every individual sitting on the stage, and there's no way to sum it up in a matter of a few minutes. But to begin, the most electric is the class itself. I came to school in the 7th grade with high hopes and big dreams. Sure, I expected a lot, but little did I know where my expectations would take me. 2 years later, I'm finding myself misty-eyed at this podium, reminiscing fleeting moments. If only I had known how life-changing this experience would be, maybe I could have braced myself for this moment. Being among so many developing peers has taught me to embrace my power of intuitive understanding. I've come to realize that when you're presented with such a large number of irreplaceable memories, don't bury them away. Accept them and allow them to grow you into something much bigger than the memories themselves. When each of us walks away today, it's going to be those memories and all the knowledge that you've gained from this institution that's going to set you apart from everyone else. When you hear the echoes of a distant middle school charger, the pieces will all fall together. The power that we've all been unknowingly granted today is still dormant within us. But once that's discovered, we will always remember this fateful day. That said, I'd first like to thank this large and embracing student body behind me. Middle school is a funny place, you know. In an age where social judgment is frequent, I came into this school ready to experience the forces of alienation and small levels of communal trials. But what I've experienced here is almost the exact opposite. This graduating class knows especially the power of a helping hand. It was pretty simple, really. If you tried your best and were sincere, you could have the most friends in the world here. But never could one imagine a place so simple and yet so powerfully honest. Every person I've had the honor of getting to know here knows how far it goes when you simply reach out and help. This takes me back to a day when I first trudged into Mrs. Culver's room on a warm September day. People were staring and my face began to flush. Calm down, I told myself. The world doesn't revolve around you. So there I stood, contemplating where my next move would be. But in the far corner, friendly as ever, I first saw Jeremy Pedro staring back at me. His face had the same monotonous blank, but with one stare, his wide smile broke out. I pulled up a chair near his group, and just maybe, I thought, just maybe this isn't so bad. But like Jeremy, there's so many people that have grown me into my shell. Every piece of pride I've garnered in the last 2 years is due to these people. They've grown me and made me so much more proud of the individual I am today. But who could forget Arthur Gnanaseharan, my best friend these years through thick and thin. In a way, Arthur was maybe just the essential part I needed at this school. He was always the one who helped me realize the error in my ways when I needed a little nudge back onto the right track. Today he stands as the valedictorian of this class, And in essence, you deserved it, buddy. Congratulations. So I guess the next group of people I really have to thank are my teachers and parents. Obliviously, I never really appreciated the sacrifices my teachers and parents had to make for me until the last year or so. In addition, these 2 years have been immensely gratifying in terms of individual respect and appreciation. These years, my teachers have definitely taught me the importance of self-perseverance and head-first dedication. It's so easy to make mistakes, but what matters is that you're able to learn from them. I've definitely made my fair share of mistakes here at this school, and maybe even more. But I can honestly say those mistakes are what are going to take me to better places in the future. I've learned that sometimes you don't have to be afraid. With teachers like the one I've had almost nothing to be afraid of. Every assignment and assessment we were given, our teachers were already a step ahead of us, warning us of possible pitfalls ahead. In short, it's been a true blessing to have teachers that were as committed to each student's academic and southern personal life as these were. I could tell you so many personal stories of my interactions with each teacher that's touched my life in this school. But in all of them, there lies one true fact. Each teacher that's been there on your road will always have a place somewhere in your heart. But teachers and their amazing work aside, no student can have a successful academic career without the support of their parents. My parents are no exception, and they're with me every step of the way. There is no way I could have finished these 2 years the way I did if it weren't for them. Still learning the intricacies of academia, my parents were the first ones to clap me on the back and tell me I could do it. They were there for every success, every failure, and even for the times when I looked completely hopeless. So thank you, Mom, for all those times you allowed me to clean my room, do my homework, or even pick up a book. Thank you, Dad, for the endless and yes, even helpful pieces of advice, for fitting me around my hectic schedule, and even for those long arguments that kept us both short of breath and full of questions. My parents are no exception to the truth that hard work is equal to something much bigger than the human ideal. And so to steal the words of my idol, my parents raised me to feel like I was never entitled to success. That you have to work for it. That you have to work so hard for it. And sometimes then you don't even get where you need to go. My parents are my true heroes. I couldn't think of anyone else that could ever possibly surpass their impact on my life. So in time, our relationship will have its fair share of tensions, tests, and rewards. But with my parents' support, I've come this far, and I plan on going much, much farther. So in the end, nothing lasts forever, and the journey is always much sweeter than the end. 2 years in this school have definitely changed my life forever. I've become a far appraiser of the fine arts. I've realized that life is meant to be lived to the fullest, and if that means hard work and sacrifice, then it means extra hard work and even more sacrifice. No one individual will ever be able to stand up and say, I've discovered the secret to a long, successful, and pain-free life. We were all meant to tackle every task to the best of our abilities, and then when that comes up short, to try again. Many easily forget the ever-present light at the end of a tunnel, and they seldom take the time to honor the path of those who came before. So remember, when things look absolutely senseless and completely rid of hope, think of those warm days filled with the love of others, because for anyone searching hard enough, it'll always be there to find. Goodbye, my endeared Science Park Middle School, and long live the class of 2012.
Thank you, Mahishan. Our second salutatorian is Elena Malola.
Okay, welcome parents, teachers, students. This is truly an honor to be here speaking to you. The experience at Science Park High School has been educational and worth-taking. It has been challenging and motivating. Being here has taught me that things aren't given to you. You have to work for them to earn them. You have to always accept every challenge and complete it in the best way you can. In your years to come, you will be tested above your limits. Take every challenge and pass it. Never give up, always be above and beyond. These 2 years have shown me that you have to always believe in yourself. When I first came here, I did not believe in myself. I came here and looked around, and all the students were smarter than me, they were more talented, and I got scared. Then I got up the courage and I believed in myself. I started getting A's and B's in all my classes, and believing in yourself is needed.